If you're installing a Terminator X Max and you have a 94 through 2000 Mustang, I have some tricks for you that might help you out and save you a little dough. Let's get into it. What's going on, my people? Welcome to the SN95 Power Channel. So, Terminator X Max, 1994 to 2000 Mustang, and you want your gauges to work. You want your tachometer to work. You want your speedometer to work. What can you do about it? Well, you can pay somebody to figure it out for you, or you can come hang out with your boy, and I'm gonna show you how you can do it for free 99. It's gonna cost you a subscription. So go ahead, hit the subscription button right now. I'll wait. Thank you very much. So yeah, here's the thing with 99 to 2000, it's not a CAN bus style wiring. So we can grab some signals from the pre-existing wire harness, adapt that to the Holley Terminator X Max, and we'll have our tachometer and our speedometer working. Now, this has really been bugging me for a while because I've been taking the car out, even last year taking the car out, and nothing information-wise outside of my voltmeter has been working on the instrument cluster. So I want to get some kind of signal up there. I know the tachometer will be accurate. I'm not sure about the speedometer, how accurate it will be. I know a lot of that has to deal with the vehicle speed sensor, but let's get into how you can get a couple of gauges working on your 94 through 2000 Mustang if you do a Terminator X Max swap. All right, so what I would like to do here is get a tachometer signal from the Holley and send it to this gauge right here. Now they do provide, it's just kind of like the old 6ALs. They have a tachometer signal, and I believe it's clocked for the right hertz for this, because when I used to run a MSD, only thing I did was use the tach wire, ran it straight to this gauge. Now, by me having the Terminator X Max, I can create a an output signal that can actually drive the speedometer. Now, me synchronizing it correctly with the actual speed might take some a little tuning, but there is an output that's already dedicated on the Terminator X for a speedometer. So only thing it is just assigning it to the right pin, finding the color, because I believe it's I have to look at the instructions. I believe it's already on one of the IO wires. So I have to look and see what kind of output wires I have left, and then it's just assigning it correctly on the pin map, and then just configuring. I believe you have to mess around with the frequency, and that's pretty much it. It just bugs me on these videos driving around and not seeing these two things move. So even if the speedometer is not accurate, I still have my GPS here. Even if the RPM isn't accurate, you know, my RPM is here. So I just want to get some kind of signals coming on this dash, because it just looks weird on these videos not seeing those things move. All right, so 2 number 7 bolts that I already took out, and I believe I already have that blue and wire. It's a blue and white wire from Holley. I believe I already have that ran up here somewhere. And I should already have all right, so I already have it hooked up. So let me pull this off and just make sure I got a good connection. But yeah, I already have this hooked up to the speedometer, so it should be getting some kind of signal. I'm gonna take this off and just double check. All right, so I know what that wire is. That is my trans control on and off. So whenever I turn off the overdrive, it gives me an indication, and that's coming from, I thought that was a blue and white wire, but it's an all blue wire coming from the Holley. I'm looking for a blue and white wire, and I can run that to the orange and yellow. All right, so I found my blue and white. I had already ran it out so I could have easy access without having to pull all this out, but I ended up having to pull all this out regardless. So since I'm back here, I'm going to do what my man Shovel advised me to do as far as removing that noise isolator from my amp and tie the ground to this chassis ground for the radio. So this is a good point of me doing this. I'll run this to the tachometer wire, and then I got to figure out what output I can use for the what I want to say, speedometer. So it'd be one of these. So we'll do this first, and then we'll hook this up to the gray and black to get some kind of speedometer control. This Speedo 1 is really made for this output right there. So if you ever want to use the Speedo 1, the pre-configured Speedo 1, you just drag it to output 1, and you don't have to worry about any other configurations. All right, so now that we know output 1 is a gray and yellow wire, I need to find that gray and yellow wire, and then I'll run that to the instrument cluster, and I should have my tach and speedometer working. So this is my gray and yellow wire. I'm going to run this up to the speedometer signal wire. All right, so my tan and yellow, this is for my tachometer. This is going to go here. All right, and I believe it was black and yellow for the speedometer. Let me double check. So maybe it's over here, gray and black. So this is my speedometer. Gray and black, and gray and black. So let me just quadruple check. Gray black. So the reason why I am telling y'all that you can do this on New Edge Mustangs too is because I'm going off of this Haynes book. Now, I know that some New Edges, I thought all New Edges used like a canvas style communication, but according to this, 94 through 2000 is a non-canvas. So you can wire up your Coyote swap as far as you want, as far as signal gauges. The Tach, Sorry. The tachometer is just the tan and yellow, and your speedometer is gray and black. All right, don't have everything exactly back together, but let's see if we can do this. All right. Get that off. That's nice. We have pretty dang on close. At least at this RPM. Hopefully it's still linear. But I really think the other part of this, the speedometer, is going to work also. Alright, now let's see if this... Actually, I don't hear any humming from the radio right now. Wow, okay. I'm trying to find some uncopyrighted music. Wow. My guy Shovel. DJ Money Mike. Alright, shout out to my man Shovel for that tech tip. If you are not a subscriber to this channel, let me tell you, this guy is very thorough in explaining very complicated things in a very simple way. My man is very knowledgeable. He's a sound engineer with a passion for trucks and Mustangs. So I made a video a while back about this ground loop. I bought like a little ground loop isolator, and I'm really like, I have like a still a very, very small hiss, but nothing like it was before. But yeah, my man Shovel, he chimed in and told me, well, he made a whole video explaining what a ground loop is and ways to get rid of that alternator whine or that humming when you hook up a aftermarket amp. So shout out to my man. So we have our tachometer, we have our stereo nice. Yeah, I'm thoroughly happy. I still might buy another amp just because this Lanzar 5-channel amp I have is a budget amp to say the least. But yeah, let's see if I can rev this thing and see if oh man, I need a little help here. Let's see. Try to use the socket. There you go. Let's close this video out. All right, so I am super excited that I have a functional, well, semi-functional instrument cluster. We have the tachometer working, we have the speedometer working, and we have our voltmeter working. It's good enough for me. But I really don't care about the coolant temperature on the speedometer or the oil pressure, because I have the, like I said, I have the Terminator X Max 3.5 inch screen right there. So yeah, if you have a Terminator X Max or a Terminator X, if you want a tachometer to work or you want a speedometer to work, that's a little trick. Just 2 simple wires and a little programming on the Holley, and that'll get you going. So before I get out of here, I'm gonna do a cold start. I'm still not sure what I wanna do with this H-pipe. You know, I have the stock H-pipe on there with 4 cats. I'm thinking about cutting 2 of those cats off, and I know that will help the sound, or I can just go with a aftermarket cat. But I definitely want H-pipe or X-pipe with cats. I don't like that strong smell of fuel. especially with a car in a attached garage. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this video. Till next time, God bless.